Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. Giannis Antetokounmpo is letting NBA analysts believe he wants to leave the Bucks. And if the Lakers manage to pull off this deal, they will have the best duo in the NBA today, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Luka Doncic. Brian Windhorst explains the only condition in which the Lakers could land Giannis Antetokounmpo in a blockbuster trade deal. There has been significant speculation around Giannis Antetokounmpo's future ever since the summer. After the recent bombshell revelation on Antetokounmpo accelerating the timeline on his potential exit, it was also rumored that Luka Doncic has been urging the Lakers front office to try and bring Antetokounmpo to Los Angeles. This created significant hope and buzz among the Lakers fans that the Greek superstar could potentially join the Lakers. However, ESPN's NBA insider Brian Windhorst believes that the only way the Lakers could land Giannis Antetokounmpo is if he explicitly states that he wants to play there and forces the Bucks front office's hand to take their offer. If Giannis said to the Bucks, "Trade me to the Lakers," he would be a Laker. But any other way, I don't see how the Lakers do it because I don't think the Lakers can win a bidding war, claimed Windhorst in his recent appearance on The Rich Eisen Show. If it's a bidding war where there are teams offering draft picks and players and stuff, I don't know how long-winded you want me to go here, but the Bucks don't control their next 3 drafts. So the Bucks potentially starting a rebuild where they are like, okay, we're going to sink down and get that, doesn't work because they don't control their picks. So, the Bucks probably are either going to want real players who help them today in a trade, or they're going to want draft picks from a third team, Windhorst further explained. What I mean by that is a third team is me having my draft pick doesn't work. I don't control the next 3. I'm trading you, Giannis Antetokounmpo, your team's going to be awesome. Giving me your draft picks for the next couple of years isn't doing me any good. Do you have a third team's picks that might be valuable? Any team that Antetokounmpo joins could propel them to the next level. He is currently averaging 28.9 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 6.1 assists while shooting 63.9% from the field, playing at an MVP caliber level on the right team. It is unlikely that he would join a team that is on the same level as the Bucks, since the main reason he could potentially leave is to compete for a championship. Therefore, even if everyone might be willing to gut their roster to get Antetokounmpo, there are only a few teams that would have a realistic chance of landing him in a trade. And so these are all things that would be valuable. I don't think the Lakers have a package that can win out teams that have draft picks, have good players, and have third-party. There are teams out there that are good teams that have third-party draft picks that could offer, said Windhorst as a grim reality check for the Lakers. So I don't think the Lakers can win a bidding war, but if Giannis says, make me a Laker. Yes, there's a deal there that could happen because the Lakers have a bunch of expiring contracts that I think could make it. But I do think it would be a bit of a journey to get there, but not impossible, concluded Windhorst on an optimistic note. JJ Redick gives surprising reaction to Celtics' rout of Lakers. The Celtics had their way with the short-handed Lakers on Friday night, leading by double digits for the final 3 quarters on their way to a 126-105 blowout victory. The Celtics took command of the game by outscoring the Lakers by 22 points in the first quarter thanks to some hot 3-point shooting and stout defense. The Lakers never mounted a serious comeback without having much scoring firepower active beyond Austin Reeves, 36 points. However, JJ Redick was not displeased with his team's effort after the setback. Instead, he attributed the big loss mostly to bad shooting luck for the visitors. Look, expected score we were down 2 at halftime, expected score we won by 2, Redick said. First half, we had the highest paint touch rate we've had in a half, or one of the highest paint touch rates we've had. We've been one of the best non-rim paint 2 teams in the league. We shot 5 for 13. They blitzed us from the 3 and in that first half. We outscored them by 1 in the last 3 quarters. Unfortunately, that's not how basketball works, and you end up losing the game by 21, so I thought our fight was good. There were a lot of moments when we certainly could have broken and we didn't. It's a credit to our guys. The Celtics shot a season-best 53% from three-point range in the victory with 7 different players hitting multiple three-point field goals. Redick admitted that his team gambled leaving some starters open and the strategy backfired. Jaylen Brown is a low 30% off the dribble three-point shooter. He hits 3 threes in a row in the third quarter. Jordan Walsh, we were willing to live with his threes, we've got to give up something, he hits 4 of them. We ended up getting a contest on 3 of them. So again, you've got to be willing to live with certain things, and they made us pay. We've obviously done that many times, and they made us pay tonight. Several teams are having trouble contain the Celtics' offense lately beyond just the Lakers, as Boston currently sits third in offensive efficiency in the NBA. With 9 wins in their last 11 games, there aren't a lot of answers opposing defenses have at this point to contain a versatile offensive attack. I like our energy and effort, Peyton Pritchard said. I think that's the biggest thing. It's funny. Our offense is third, but I still feel like we have another step that we can even go. So that will be exciting. But I think our energy and effort, and that everybody's playing really hard. Lakers vs. Celtics. Grading every Lakers player's performance from the team's 126-105 loss to the Celtics. Well, that was a basketball game. The shorthanded Lakers didn't have a chance at all at beating the Celtics. Boston started red-hot from three-point range and ended the game hitting 24 from beyond the arc. Los Angeles appeared exhausted and unable to put up much of a fight. Head coach J.J. Redick cleared his bench with 6:38 still left in the game. Rui Hachimura. 29 minutes, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 foul, 5-11 FG, 3-7 3 points, -15. After his iconic game winner against the Raptors, Hachimura followed that performance up with a dud. He had 0 assists, defense was what fans have come to expect from him. Hachimura had a good stretch in the third when LA went on a run, but it was an overall mediocre game from Rui. Overall, Hachimura will be fine, but this film won't be part of any of his highlights from this season. Grade, C. DeAndre Ayton. 28 minutes, 6 points, 10 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls, 3-9 FG, -7. The Lakers needed more offense from Ayton with LeBron James out. He didn't deliver, and the team got blown out. So, let's dive into the loss. As always, grades are based on expectations for each player. A B grade represents the average performance for that player. Grade, D. Austin Reaves. 33 minutes, 36 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 turnovers, 9-18 FG, 3-8 3 points, 15-17 feet, -9. Don't let Reaves' final point total fool you, he didn't show up to start this game. During the first quarter, he had just 2 points and the Lakers trailed by 22. Yes, he got into a groove and racked up points later on, but by then it was too little too late. Similar to Hachimura, there's no need for concern as the slow start was likely due to tired legs. But if we are keeping it real, he didn't play well. Grade, C. Jake LaRavia. 21 minutes, 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 steals, 1 turnover, 3 fouls, 2-6 FG, 0-2 3 points, 2-2 feet, -14. With Marcus Smart and Luka Doncic also out, LaRavia got the start in this matchup. He could have stepped up and helped the Lakers beat their most hated rival. Instead, he reminded fans why he's a solid backup, but nowhere near a starting caliber player. The Celtics players flew past him so fast you'd think the broadcast was buffering only LaRavia's movements. His dunk in the third quarter was cool, but beyond that, there wasn't much to be happy about regarding LaRavia's game. Grade, D. Gabe Vincent. 30 minutes, 18 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 fouls, 5-10 FG, 4-8 3 points, 4-4 feet, -20. Throughout the game, Vincent was one of the few Lakers you could depend on to hit his shots. He remained aggressive, and his quick release gave him some good looks even with Boston flying around trying to prevent open jumpers. Perhaps this game will be a momentum builder for Vincent. Grade, B. Jackson Hayes. 14 minutes, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 to 2 FG, 1 to 2 feet, -16. Hayes just got cardio in this game. I guess he grabbed a couple of rebounds, but didn't really make an impact. Grade, F. Aduthiero. 20 minutes, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 4 fouls, 0 to 2 FG, -5. On Friday night, Lakers rookie Thiero learned what it was like to play a team with championship DNA. The result was Thiero being unable to score and having to foul to keep up with Boston's physicality. It's good for him to get these reps and learn, but he clearly wasn't ready for it. Grade, F. Dalton Connect. 14 minutes, 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 foul, 1 to 5 FG, 0 to 2 3 points, 3 to 4 feet, -11. Connect can't play defense, and he hit one of his 5 shot attempts. I mean, what do you want me to say? Grade, F. Maxi Kleber. 16 minutes, 1 rebound, 0 to 1 FG, +4. Add Kleber's name to the cardio-only participants for the Lakers in this contest. Grade, F. Nick Smith Jr. 24 minutes, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 turnover, 1 foul, 5 to 10 FG, 3 to 6 3 points, +2. It seems Smith Jr.'s role on this team is to get into games and let the ball fly. He did that just fine in this one, shooting 50% from the field. Given how poorly everyone else played, Smith Jr. had a solid showing in Boston. Grade, B+. Bronny James, Drew Tim. Both Bronny and Tim played under 10 minutes, so they will not be getting a grade tonight. J.J. Redick. I'm not sure what Redick could have done to have avoided this scheduled loss. Still, he's in charge, so I have to grade him based on how his team played. They didn't have much of a fight from the start, and none of the adjustments he made really flipped a switch. Grade, D. Lakers Giannis Antetokounmpo trade chances revealed. The Los Angeles Lakers are star hunters, successful ones at that. Therefore, with Giannis Antetokounmpo potentially hitting the trade block in the coming weeks, the Lakers are assumed to have some level of interest, along with most of the league. What are the chances of the Lakers landing Giannis if the Bucks feel their hand is forced, and the Greek Freak wants to don the purple and gold moving forward? The ESPN NBA insider Ramona Shelburne drops a name that would need to be involved. Austin Reeves. The starting point, the Austin Reeves of it all, is very interesting because if I'm Milwaukee, I demand him, Shelburne said recently. I wouldn't do the trade without him. Do the Lakers want to do that? I mean, that's a tough one, but that's who the Bucks would ask for, because you're not going to get Luka. You got to get the next best guy, and that's Austin. But if you can get to free agency, where the Lakers are going to have cap space in a year, Giannis should net a historical return for the Bucks. He's a multi-time MVP, and played like he was gunning for his 3rd this season before going down with an injury. The Lakers aren't going to part ways with Luka, and LeBron James won't be the same draw he once was, with his future beyond this season unclear. Reeves is by far the next best thing. When comparing Giannis and Reeves, the former, without a question, is the more dominant player. However, the Lakers have to consider if Giannis is worth it beyond the sharpshooter. The supporting cast and the draft assets attached will be a hefty price to pay. Antetokounmpo is likely to desire a landing spot where he sees a long-term fit, but if push comes to shove, could he Kawhi his way through the next season and a half before getting a free agency sweepstakes in 2027? Could Giannis land a short-term home? This is the big question. Will there be a team that thinks they might be a Giannis away that he won't extend with, that he doesn't want to be on? Shelburne wondered. Will there be a team that will do what Toronto did, with Kawhi Leonard, that would take a chance? Will there be a team out there that thinks they can, and that is willing to take a chance on trading the farm for him now in the hopes that 2 years of him will be worth it for you? The Bucks aren't expected to ship Antetokounmpo out to a situation he doesn't want. On the other end, teams will probably hesitate to put together a massive package, knowing the return might not be worth anything in less than 2 years. The bottom line: if Giannis is open to joining the Lakers and playing alongside Luka Doncic for several seasons, then LA's front office will certainly do what they have to do to make it happen. Right now, the Lakers are doing well enough with Reeves thriving with and without Doncic in the mix. Nothing is concrete at the moment, but it seems the Lakers might have a better shot at making a Giannis-level move when they reach free agency, rather than getting something done before this year's deadline. James Worthy says he always thought LeBron James was like Magic Johnson, he just proved him right. LeBron James' legendary 10-point streak ended after 97 games. LeBron James' 10-point streak lasted nearly 19 years, but it came to an end in Toronto against the Raptors. He did have a chance to extend his 10-point streak at the end of the fourth quarter with the game tied at 120. However, James instead elected to pass the ball to Rui Hachimura in the corner, who hit the game-winning three at the buzzer. How LeBron James proved James Worthy right. Instead of trying to extend his streak, James made the right play and passed the ball, which led to the Los Angeles Lakers' victory. LeBron is settling into a third-option role. Magic Johnson was the heart and soul of the Showtime Lakers. Is there any player who can match Magic's swagger on the court? Join the debate, share your insight. Use the comment button on the bottom left to have your say. Comment, like, or comment. James' streak ultimately ended with him being a selfless player and helping his team secure the victory. James Worthy said on the Spectrum post-game show that he always thought James was like Magic Johnson, and he praised him for making the right play at the end of the game,